MiniWarGaming's Warmachine League Battle Report Season 3!
Hey MiniWarGamers, MiniWarGamer Joel here for another Warmachine Horde Season 3 League game. We are here today with
Sandy.
Alright, you guys have seen Sandy before. He is in for his 5th game today. He wants to make sure he gets those participation points. But he's also here to have a good time and play some Warmachine because it's the game we love. So we are playing at 35 points for this game. We decided on. We couldn't decide, so we rolled the dice, and that's what came up. So we're playing 35 points. However, we've both designed lists to get us some achievements, so we'll show you those in just a second. We've set up the board, as you guys know, 2014 scenarios. I believe this is game 51. We have passed the 50 mark, so that's pretty awesome. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the league, so stay tuned for some Warmachine Hordes action. Here we have 35 points of Cryx for Sandy. He is back with his Cryx and all those nasty Bane Thralls. But let's go through everything in your list today. Who's leading this army, Sandy?
We've got Igor Shade or Gorshade the Cursed.
All right, that's the second version. There is a third version now, but this is the unmounted one. Very cool. And what's he all got in his army? Shall we start over here on the right-hand side and just work our way down?
Yeah, he's got Pistol Wraith.
All right.
A Defiler. Full units of Bane Thralls with UA that are free.
Very nice.
And then we got a Scholar Thrall.
Okay, for some spell slave slinging.
A Slayer. A Death Ripper. Bane Lord Tartarus.
All right.
And another full unit of Bane Thralls.
No UA on that one.
No.
All right, and that is 35 points of Cryx. Now a couple achievements for Sandy. This is his 5th game, and it is his 5th caster, so he is getting the achievement for Full Stable. Tier 2, I believe it is, right? This is the second version of Full Stable, where he brought 5. Yep. I think the first one is 3. And the other thing he is getting is a Tier 2 list. This is exactly a Tier 2 list, not a Tier 3, not a Tier 4. So he is getting the first version of Fear the Tier. So 2 achievements already unlocked for Sandy. Nice job. That's his 35 points of Cryx. And over to the 35 points of Khador that I'm bringing for today. I am also unlocking a couple achievements here. This is my 5th caster, so I'm getting Full Stable Tier 2. And I also brought a tier list. This is a Tier 4 list exactly, so I am getting the 3rd version of Fear the Tier. So 2 achievements as well for me. Going through my list here, it's all being led by Epic Butcher. This is the 2nd version of Butcher, not the 3rd one that has the 2 War Dogs. It's very, very popular right now. So this is the Mad Dogs tier. I'm allowed to, I have FAU on Doom Reavers, so I have brought 3 units of Doom Reavers here, each with a Grey Lord Turnian escort. He gives them silence so that they don't have to make their berserk attacks, although, well, in Fenris's command they also have silence, but it also gives them tough, and those Grey Lords have some nice sprays they can do. The Doom Reavers themselves are pretty nasty. They have Spell Ward, can't be targeted by spells at all. They have Berserk, so if they kill something, they get to attack another thing in their melee range, but as I said, that silence stops them from having to kill their own friendly models. They have Tough, they are Reach, Weapon Masters, Magical Weapons, so they're pretty cool units there. As far as my battle group with E-Butcher, I have 2 Juggernauts just to fill out his 2 Warjack requirement. That they're each 7 points, just a couple cheap, nice Warjacks there, and a War Dog in the back there for an extra point. So that's 35 points of Khador. My other bonuses, I got a +1 to my starting roll in the game, which didn't matter. I lost anyways. Sandy is rolled off, and he rolled a 6, and I rolled a 3, so he's going first. However, Butcher, his focus changes every round. He gets D6 +1 focus every round. His control area is always 12 inches, but his amount of focus he gets always changes. So the most he could have is 7, but he might only have 2 for the round. But in his tier, his first round, he gets to automatically start with the 7, so he can get out his upkeep spell and a couple other things if he wants to. So we'll show you the board now, but that's my 35 points of Khador. Here is our board for this game. We are playing Scenario 1. It is called Destruction. So it has this rectangular zone in the center. If you can control that zone, you get yourself 1 control point. Dominating that zone gets you 2 control points. However, there are these objectives in the zone, and they do contest it because the faraway one is an enemy objective to you. The objectives are normal stats for objectives. Defense is auto hit and melee. Defense 5 first range, 18 armor, 15 boxes. They also have the special rule that if I were to kill my enemy one, let's say, he can sacrifice a model, a friendly model, within 4 inches of that to remove 1 damage point. So if he sacrifices a bunch, he could keep it alive longer if he so chose, but it does start killing off your guys pretty quick. There is kill box also on this field, so on the end of our second turn we have to make sure we're at least 14 inches up the board. Otherwise, as far as terrain, we got a couple houses here, and one on the far side there, a few walls, 3 walls there, and 2 forests flanking the zone. Alright, so as I said, we rolled. Sandy is going to go first, so we'll move over to his turn 1. Sandy's allocating 1 focus to his Slayer and 1 to his Death Ripper, and sitting on the other 5.
Run.
Bane Thralls getting the run charge order. So they're only speed 5, so they can run up to 10. They do not have Pathfinder, however running over walls is no problem, but running through a forest will make them a little slower. Pistol Wraith on Sandy's far left flank here is going to run its way up the field. These guys are a quick speed 7 and they have incorporeal.
Speed 6.
Speed 6 only? Oh, I thought they were 7. They seem quicker than that, but they are incorporeal, so they can run through stuff. You're just going to run them up behind the wall or
Right
through
in.
the wall?
No, right through the wall.
Right through? Right through to the other side. Alright. Break on through to the other side. Death Ripper will activate. He has no focus on him, so he's just going to do advance. He is speed 7, however. The jacks are nice and quick, so he's going to move himself up just behind the wall. Unit of Bane Thralls with their UA will activate.
They're going to run.
Alright, getting the run charge order. And they're running themselves 10 inches up the board. Death Ripper will activate. He's going to spend 1 to run. So speed 7 can run up to 14.
6. Right to there is 3.5, so 9.5.
And then it's slowed up by the forest a bit. Does not have
10, 11,
Pathfinder?
no.
So all this movement will be at half speed.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Slayer's going to activate, speed 6, and it's going to spend its 1 to run. Gore Shade will activate.
He's going to pay 3 and cast Curse of Shadows on Banelord Tartarus.
Alright, what does Curse of Shadows do for him?
Target model unit suffers -2 armor, cannot make free strikes. The model can advance through an affected model if it has enough movement to move completely past it.
That's a negative effect.
I know.
Okay. Alrighty.
And then he's going to pay 2 and cast Occultation.
Oh, you want to cast every spell. I see where
There
you're
you
going
go.
with this.
Occulation, and he's going to cast that on the Scarlock.
Okay, we just have to double check. Does Curse of Shadows, though, say it has to be an enemy model?
It says target model.
Oh, okay. So you can target friendly models. So you do still have to roll an attack roll then, because you are trying to hit him with an attack. It is offensive in nature. So it's defense 13 here. He's looking for a 6 to hit him with Curse of Shadows, and he lands it. There's no damage or anything, but it just does that negative effect onto him. All right. Of course, he's then going to declare charge against his own model here to get a little extra movement. He uses his control area to make sure he wasn't going to make the distance, but his activation immediately ends after he fails that charge, but he got the extra speed. Sandy's all about attacking his own stuff today, although without really any negative effects. Scarlock Thrall's going to go next.
He's going to move his 6.
All right.
And then he's going to cast Phantom Hunter on Gorshade.
All right, what does Phantom Hunter do?
Phantom Hunter. Target model in the smallest battle group ignores line of sight when making charges, slams, and attacks. The model ignores concealment and cover when dissolving attacks.
Very cool. Finally, the Curse of Shadowed Banelord Tartarus.
He's going to run.
All right.
And then he can run. Where is it?
He's ghostly, so he can go not through models, but he can go through obstructions and such.
Yep.
So is he speed 6?
Yep.
All right, so he's going to run his way up the field. And there's our battlefield at the end of Sandy's turn 1. Ran himself up the field with all those Cryxy models. Over to my turn 1 now. We'll see how far I advance. Those Bane Thralls are looking pretty scary. So as I stated, because of the tier, I don't have to roll for focus first round for E-Butcher. He starts himself with 7, so I'm allocating 1 over to each of my Warjacks, sitting on the other 5. All 3 units of Doom Reavers are going to activate individually, but they're all just making advances, so we'll do their advances off camera real quick and then show you their positions. So I didn't advance very far. That's their final position. They just spread out a little bit, moved up about 5 inches or so. I just don't want to get in range of those nasty Bane Thralls. Juggernaut over here is going to pay his 1 focus, and he is going to run himself up the 8 inches, blisteringly fast at speed 4 to about there. This Juggernaut over here is going to pay 1, and he is going to run his 8. He has more than enough movement. I measured it. It's only about 7 inches to there, so he's just going to place himself behind those Doom Reavers. Butcher will activate. He's going to advance himself over the wall here. Just a normal advance. And then he is going to spend 2 of his focus, and he is going to be casting Fury over onto this Juggernaut here. So Fury gives him +3 to melee damage rolls, but -1 to his defense. So he's only defense 10, so it goes down to defense 9. Doesn't really matter on him about the defense loss, but now he'll hit a little bit harder in melee. War Dog, that is speed 7, is going to move himself up over the wall, up next to Butcher. Actually, I'm going to make a move onto this side of Butcher. Right there. Finally, Fenris is going to activate. He's speed 8. He's going to run, running himself all the way up behind that wall. All right, and there's my battlefield at the battlefield at the end of my turn. I just advanced stuff slightly up. All my Doom Reavers and my 2 Juggernauts came up behind. Fenris took a run over here onto the flank behind this wall. Moving now over to Sandy's turn 2. No allocation for Sandy. He's just holding on to all his focus. Any of those upkeeps keeping up?
Not keeping any of them.
Sure you don't want to upkeep Curse of Shadows over there?
Positive.
All right. Death Ripper is going to activate first. He is going to advance himself forward. Speed 7, advancing to there. Tartarus will now activate.
He's going to move 6.
Okay. Advancing 6, we can actually move that tree. It comes off the board if you want. I mean, he's past it now, but maybe we'll make it a little easier. So he is ghostly, so the forest doesn't slow him up at all.
And then he's all...
Just remove the tree there. So what else is he going to do?
And then he is going to curse the Doom Reavers. This one right here, this unit right there.
All right, so that's these 6 guys right here are cursed. So that gives Bane Thralls +2 to melee attack rolls,
And
I believe, and +2 inches on a charge against them.
Yep.
Slayer is going to go. No Pathfinder for him, so he's going to advance forward
3 inches.
3 inches, all right, to about there. Not quite in the zone. Defiler will activate over there behind that wall.
He's going to move.
Okay.
Just right to there. He can move 7.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hang.
Goreshade will activate.
He's going to cast Phantom Hunter through the Arc Node to the Pistol Wraith.
Okay. So we had Phantom Hunter up one time, but just as a reminder, it gives...
Target model of this model's battle group ignores line of sight when making charge slams and attacks. The model ignores concealment and cover when resolving attacks.
Okay.
Then he's going to cast Hex Blast through this Arc Node, targeting your Juggernaut.
Okay, so my Juggernaut is a large base, so he can see him no problem. Defense 10 on this Juggernaut. And what will Hex Blast do if it hits?
Enemy upkeep spells and enemy on the model unit directly hit by Hex Blast immediately expire, and it's AoE 3, POW 13.
Okay. Let's see if it hits. And it directly hits. So, armor is 20 on the Juggernaut. We'll roll the damage there first, and then we'll see what it catches in the blast.
Dice -7.
No damage to him. We'll see what it catches. So AoE 3 will catch this Doom Reaver here, but that is the only one. So you said it's a POW 13?
Yep.
So blast damage makes it a POW 7.
And I'll boost it.
Alright, and they are armor 14, so we're looking at dice -7 here. Will kill, however I do get a tough roll. We'll see if I can tough with him, and I do not. So that'll kill this Doom Reaver right here. Goreshade now is going to advance himself up.
He's just going to
toe the edge of that forest. And he's definitely in the kill box.
He's going to camp 1.
Or outside of that kill box, alright. Pistol Wraith now is going to go.
And he's going to shoot.
Okay.
Definitely our range, 10.
Yep, shooting over here at Fenris. So with Phantom Hunter, he is ignoring the cover of that wall, so I'm only defense 13.
So Rat 7 staying still is 9.
Okay, so looking for 4s. First shot, it hits. I am armor, I believe 18 or 16 on the dog, or on the horse. Yep, 16.
Okay, dice -4.
So he takes 2 damage. Second shot.
Yep.
Needing a 4. Hits. Dice -4, and he does another 5 damage to him. And now we have the death chill shot. He needs a 4 to hit with this. It'll do no damage. He lands it, but now on my next turn, I have to sacrifice my movement or my action. The Bane Thralls with the unit attachment are going to get a run charge order. So they're going to charge some various targets. Some will probably have to run. So we'll do all that and show you where they end up. So there's their final placement after their run charge. We got actually 2 charges that did make the distance after that curse. So they're going to try and hit these 2. Which one did you want to start with?
Start with that one there.
That one trying to hit him. All right, so defense 13, looking for a 7 to hit.
5 with curse.
All right. And he hits, and it's only armor 14.
Charging Weapon Master.
With Dark Shroud, so it's 13, right? So it already kills. So tough check on him. Does not tough. So this one dies. And then over there looking for a 5.
And I get Elite Cadre. When a friendly Bane Thrall model in this model's control area destroys a living enemy warrior model, you can add 1 grunt to the Bane Thrall's unit.
However, that unit is at max capacity.
Okay.
So you can't, I don't think you can add any grunts if they're full, right? You have no models to put in there. I think they have, like, as far as I know, these units do have a max capacity, so none of them have died yet, so you can't add beyond their 10 plus their 2 for the UA.
Okay.
Alright, so the charge over here. That one hits for sure, and tough check. He does tough, so he is knocked down. So we went and double checked the rules. I wanted to make sure that we were doing it right, and with Banelord Tartarus' ability and Elite Cadre, it is an adding ability, so you can exceed a unit's maximum number. It's things like his feat that would not let you exceed the number, because the feat just brings back what was there. So he gets to place that in his control area of his caster and in formation of the unit, so he's placing that extra Bane Thrall right there. It's green, but it belongs to the blue unit. Scarlock Thrall will activate.
He's going to move his 6.
Okay.
His base is weird, so it's underneath. So there's 5.
Is this like a precise movement?
No, because I won't get the 6 where I want it to be, because he's going to go right to there.
Okay.
And then he's going to cast Phantom Hunter
Okay. And where is he moving that to?
onto my caster.
Okay, moving Phantom Hunter over to Goreshade. Purple Banes are going to get the run charge order. And are they going to attempt to charge anything, or are they just going to go for a run?
They're going to run.
Yeah, because they're only speed 8. There's no curse unless they try to charge these guys over here. So, yeah. All right, they're going to do a run. And there's the battlefield at the end of Sandy's turn 2. So he got all of his Bane Thralls right up in my face, running and charging. Got some of his, got Banelord Tartarus and his Slayer in the forest here. Managed to death chill Fenris over here with his Pistol Wraith with Phantom Hunter. And his caster is sitting back there behind the forest, but he is not in the kill box. So no control points yet. Going over to my turn 2. First thing on my side, I got to roll to see how much focus Butcher has this turn. He is D6 plus 1, and he gets 2. That's it. I'm not upkeeping this Fury spell over here on my Jack, so I'll just camp the astounding 2 focus. War Dog's going to go. Just move himself over just a little bit to about there. Butcher is going to go, and he is going to advance himself up right in between those 2 models there, and he is actually going to pop his feet. Just throw down a token for it. Alright, so for his feat, anytime an enemy model dies in his control area, I gain a rage token onto Butcher. At the end of all my models' activations, I can hand up to 3 rage tokens to a model, and I can do that to as many models as I have rage tokens. Those models then can spend a rage token to make a normal advance followed by a melee attack, and then they can also use those rage tokens to buy additional melee attacks or to boost attack or damage rolls. And then at the end of the turn, any unused rage tokens go away, and any ones that I don't allocate out go away. So we'll see if I can make good use of that this turn. So this unit of Doom Reavers over here is going to go first, so I'll do their movement and then show you where they're placed. There's the placement of that unit, so we'll do some attacks. They just did advances, not charges. So I'm going to start with this guy over on the far right hand side, and he is going to make a melee attack against that one to his right. Looking for a 5 to hit here. I'm math 7 against defense 12. And he hits for sure. He's a power and strength 13 weapon master. So he has to kill him. Even on a triple ones, he'll still do 1 damage. So he kills that one. That gives a rage token. I'm going to use these purple ones to mark those over to Butcher, because that guy was in the control area. So I get to make a berserk attack. And I'm actually going to try my berserk attack against that Bane in that unit there. That's one of the ones with tough. We'll just measure if I have reach there first. Yep, I'm good. Looking for a 5. Gets it. He does get a tough check, however. Can he tough? And he does tough. So he is knocked down. And that ends my berserk. The attachment here is going to use his magic spray attack targeting this guy. So it's a spray 8, so it could potentially connect with all 4 of those Bane Thralls. He's a magic ability 7, so he's looking for 5s to hit, starting on the front one. He hits him, and it is a POW 12, I believe. We'll just double check that real quick. Yep, POW 12 cold damage roll, so I need a 4 to kill. On the kill roll, he does get the kill. And I believe that one is still in the control area, so I will get a rage token there. So moving on to the next one. Hits with the 5, looking for a 4 to kill. Gets it, and we'll just have to measure real quick to see if that one is in my 12 inches. It is, so I get another rage token over here.
Promotion.
Okay, so doing on the new guy that just got promoted, looking for a 5. Yeah, it was this one here.
Yes, it was.
Yep, so I hit him, and looking for a 4 to kill. It does kill him. You want to check if that guy is in the 12?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right, so that's one, but the next guy probably won't be, right? One more leader promotion.
Right here.
All right, and the guy at the very back there hits him with a 9, looking for the 4 to kill, and he gets him. That one is out, I believe. Right?
That it is.
And he dies. This Doom Reaver here is going to go. He's going to try and make his attack against that Bane Thrall there. Looking for a 5. Hits, no tough check, so he will automatically die. I will do my berserk attack onto the Arc Node there. Arc Node is defense 15.
Yep.
Alright, so out of 7 I'm looking for an 8 to hit here. And I miss with a 7. I made sure I collected my rage token for that one as well. I'm going to make an attack with this guy here now. He's looking for a 5 to hit. Yep. Gets it, kills him, or is he within 12?
That one's actually tough.
It's really close. We'll get a closer measurement. That guy dies. No rage token. He's just too far out. No valid target for this one anymore, so we're going to make his attack here against the Arc Node. We'll just make sure that
Berserk.
I have silence from the Turnian. All the attachments give silence. Yep. So I don't have to make my Berserk doubly over. This one is just outside of reach, actually, on that guy, it looks like. This unit of Doom Reavers here, the black-based ones, they are going to go now. So they'll do their movements and their attacks. I'll show you their placement after their movement. There's the final unit of the black, the final movement of the black unit there, the black-based unit. I guess we'll start. Might as well start over here on the right-hand side because he's the only one that can reach that guy. So I'm going to try to make an attack targeting that one there. Looking for that 5 to hit. Hits, and it's an auto kill when he hits. Tough check. Does not tough. We'll see. Is he in control area of the 12?
Yep.
Definitely. So I get a rage token there. And then I will make my berserk attack into the one here. Misses with double ones. So Greylord Turnian does his 8-inch spray. It will not reach the far one there, but we will try to hit these 3. So we'll start with the one closest to him. Magic ability 7, so I'm looking for a 5 to hit here. First one I hit. This is a POW 12, dice minus 3. And it does enough to kill him. I was looking for a 4 to kill, but we get a tough check. No tough, so the one closest dies.
Purple, yeah.
And I gain a rage token. One next in line, looking for that 5, and don't get it with double ones. So now going on the officer guy, looking for a 5. I get him there.
He's got boxes.
Yeah, he has 5 boxes. This is dice minus 3, so I'm looking for an 8 to kill, and not enough, no damage. The guy who stood up and did not make a movement will make his melee attack right in front of him there, looking for a 5. Hits, so tough check. No tough. That guy dies, and I get another rage token. This guy here is going to go. He's going to try to hit the one to his right.
Yep.
Looking for that 5. Gets it. Auto tough check. Does not tough. He dies.
Promotion.
And I get another rage token there. He's going to berserk into the one in front of him. Looking for a 5. Hits. Tough check. Does tough that time, but he is knocked down. That ends that one's berserk. Going with this one here, he's going to try and hit the one far away from him. Looking for a 5. Gets it. Tough check. Does not tough. We'll check if he's in the control area though for the feet of 12 inches.
Yep.
Looks like he is. So I do get another rage token there.
Leader promotion over here.
I will make my berserk attack onto this one here. He's knocked down, so auto hit and melee, so it's just an auto tough check there on that one. And he does tough again. Last guy here is going to try to make a swing at the one that's not knocked down. Hits him, tough check. No tough, that one dies, so I get a rage token.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yep.
I will berserk onto this one over here, auto hitting him. Sorry, I know you just promoted there, but does not tough, so he dies. Rage token. And then I will berserk onto this green bane over here. Does not tough either. So another rage token. Now finally the unit of white-based Doom Reavers is going to go. I'll do their movement and show you their final placement. There's their final placement. The Turnian that belongs to them, the escort, is actually that one right there. So I'm going to start with an attack of this guy on the far Bane Thrall there. These are still the ones without tough, so I'm looking for a 5 to hit here. And I get it with a 6. We'll see if he's in the control area.
Yep.
He is, so I get another rage token. He will use his berserk attack actually to make an attack against the Jack there. Looking for an 8. He misses with a 6. This one back here is going to make an attack against him. Hits him, so tough check. He toughs, so I will use the next one over. We'll use this guy here to auto hit. Oh, tough check in the box. He does not tough that time, so I get another rage token, and I will not make a berserk. After that tough check, Sandy actually unlocks himself an achievement. He made 4 tough rolls in a turn. So he gets the achievement Survivor, I believe it's called.
Yes, it is.
Very nice.
Get that.
This one right here is going to make his attack against the Jack there, looking for that 8. And finally gets one. 3 dice here, power and strength. I haven't, is it 12? 13?
Still 12.
They are 13 actually.
13. Oh, 13.
Yep. So dice minus 1.
That is.
Dice minus 1 here. For a total of 10 damage to the 4. The arc node and the movement is actually gone, which is too bad that didn't happen earlier, because now he's really easy to hit, but half destroyed. Now I'm going to do this Turnian spray, and I'm just going to target that officer right there. It is range 8 spray. It is a spray, so it ignores stealth, but I believe that's all it's getting, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're looking for a 5 to hit him. Does hit, and this is going to be a 12 against 15, dice minus 3. He still has full boxes, need an 8 to kill. Don't kill. I do, however, do 2 damage to him. This Juggernaut over here is just going to advance forward slightly to there, and this one over here to there. Fenris is just going to spend his movement to come all the way over here, not quite towing the forest. I'm getting base to base with that dude. I have divvied out all my rage tokens to all of my different guys, and they are all going to do their movements and attacks and everything as they see fit, one at a time. So I believe I will start over here on the far left with these guys, with this guy attacking the 2 Bane Thralls. So he will spend 1 of his rage tokens, and he gets to do a full advance followed by 1 normal melee attack. So he's just going to advance to here, and he will make a normal melee attack against the one on the left. So he's looking for a 5 to hit, and he hits. And that'll kill. Now, no berserk as far as I can tell. Internet, you can tell me otherwise, but as far as we can tell, they only get their berserk if they kill something during their combat action, and this is just a normal melee attack outside of their activation. So I don't believe it's technically their combat action, so I don't think they get the berserk. So he's going to spend the other one to buy another attack against that last purple guy there. Looking for a 5, comes up short, doesn't kill him. And that stops me from getting an achievement, unfortunately. If I had wiped out a whole unit, I get the Slaughter 1 achievement. But, came up short. Fenris on the far side here, he's going to activate. He's going to move himself around, keeping himself in melee range of that Bane Thrall the whole time. Moving to about right there for one of his rage tokens, which allows him a melee attack, and he is going to do that against, I think, the Bane Thrall first.
Okay.
Bane Thrall first.
Which
He's a mat 8, looking for a 4 to hit here. He hits with boxcars, and he does tough. Buying another rage token to try and hit that Bane Thrall. Auto hit, so tough check. Toughs again. Alright, buying the last attack, making him do one more tough check against that. I can't, if I attack the objective, I did the dice math, it would be dice -5, I'd probably do an average of 5, I would have had to use all 3 attacks to kill it, so it's kind of too late to kill the objective, I think. So I'm just going to go and try and kill that Bane Thrall. Tough check. In the box. In the box.
There you go.
Oh my word. I should have done this guy first, but now he's going to go and he is going to spend 1 rage token, advancing himself to right about there, and he's going to make an attack there against the banner. For 1. Looking for a 5. Hits, tough check. Does not tough, and that actually removes tough from that unit. I should have done that first, would have made a way better turn over here. So I will spend 1 rage token, and I'm actually going to move myself with that rage token around to this side, and we'll make an attack against the officer there with the attack at the end of the movement. Hits, and it's power and strength 13, dice -2. Should be enough. No tough, so he just dies. And I will spend my last rage token to move, engaging these 2 guys here. And who do I want to attack? I think I'm just going to knock the one out of the zone. Yeah, I'll knock that one out of the zone. Bit of a rewind here. I just read the feat again. I can only do the movement once. You can't move all over the board. So once I moved him here, he had to stop. He killed the banner and the officer, so he's just going to make his last attack then against the guy who's still standing up. Roll in the box, but even if I do, that's enough, so he'll kill him instead, but that one in the zone still sits there. Snow-based guy is going to go. He's going to spend 1 rage token, moving himself over to right about there, and he will use his attack onto Tartarus. Tartarus is a 13. I'm looking for a 6 here. Gets it. Power and strength 13. Weapon master. And you are 17?
Yep.
Dice -4. Total of 9. 5 damage on him. Buying an attack. Yeah, probably should have boosted. See if I can hit here, needing a 6. Miss. So I will buy his last attack, needing a 6. Miss. This one here is going to go. He is going to move through the gap. We have enough movement to get there. Getting on the edge of the zone there. And he is going to actually move up like that. And so that he can hopefully reach both. And then he'll make his attack after his movement against the Arknote, whose movement is gone. So he is hit by anything but Snake Eyes. Hits. And this is going to be dice -1. I'm looking for an 11 to turn him into a wreck marker. I don't get it, so I do 6 more damage to him to column 6. Finally, the last guy here, he's going to spend his 1 rage token, move himself around over to here, because he's got to try and finish off Tartarus. Going for the swing, I'm not boosting because I'm a greedy guy, looking for a 6. Gets it with a 9. 3 dice here, we're at dice -4. I'm looking for a 7 to kill. And with a 6, I don't kill. I leave him on 1. Of course. So I will buy an attack here. Looking for that 6. Gets it there. Dice -4. Finally kill him with way more attacks. I think if that, let's see, a dice -4, that would have killed him in one swing.
Yep.
That's too bad. So he has, 1 rage token left. I will buy that against the Slayer, mine as well. Slayer's defense.
13.
Looking for a 6 on him as well. Gets it. And this is going to be 13 against...
Dice -4.
Dice -4 here. Not so good, 4 damage to the 1. And there's the battlefield at the end of my very long turn 2. With that feat, it made all those extra activations weird, and I really wanted to make sure I got the most out of my berserks. Sandy was a very patient opponent, very good opponent though, through it all. I thank him for that. But I killed almost all the Banes. I still didn't get Slaughter 1 because I left 1 Bane over here and 1 Bane over there. How annoying is that? But I did kill Tartarus. His Slayer's still up. His Jack is still up. Just didn't get the rolls I was looking for with how I divided out my tokens. Killed the Tartarus, so that was the most important target in my eyes. So over to Sandy's turn 3 and see what he can do. Sandy's going to allocate 3 focus over to his Slayer and camp the other 4. This last remaining purple Bane Thrall is going to activate. Going to move up to my Doom Reaver there and try and teach him how combat is done. He's a 13 defense against a 6, so a 7 hits. 14 armor. And you are... Oh, you're already doing enough, right? You're a 13 effectively with Dark Shroud.
Yep.
So, tough check. And does not tough, and he kills my Doom Reaver. With Elite Cadre, he's going to place his Doom Reaver right there. It's still in formation of the unit and still in control area of his caster. Arc Node now is going to go here. He has no Arc Node, movement's gone, and his head is crippled, so he's going to get 1 less die on the attack roll. What's his mat?
Can't hit. It's 6.
It's a 6 against a 13. He needs a 7, so yes, he can't hit with 1 die.
That works.
The other Arc Node over here is going to go, and he is going to advance his 7 inches to there and try to take a shot.
He's gonna go right.
Is this the spray one or the AoE one?
The spray one.
Okay.
He's gonna.
So it's only going to reach the 1 Doom Reaver here, potentially. 13 defense. Rat.
Need an 8.
All right, looking for that 8. I chased it all game. Oh, comes up 1 short. Blue Doom Reaver, or Blue Bane Thrall here, standing up.
Sacrifice his movement.
Makes sense. Make an attack against old Fenris there. Fenris is defense 13. And he hits him for sure. He is armor of 16 right now.
Dice -5 for 3. Dice
-3. He does 4 damage. That is enough to dismount Fenris. He only had 3 left. So dismounted version of Fenris sits there, horseless. And he did not too much. Pistol Wraith will now activate.
He's going to move
His 6 inches. He is incorporeal, so he can move through a bunch of stuff.
And I stayed outside your 2-inch.
Yep, because I do have magical weapons, so I would be able to take the free strike if he came too close. Moving to there.
Yeah, because definitely didn't come out.
Pistol Wraith is going to take his shot against this Doom Reaver right here. Defense on him is only 13.
So he needs 6s.
Misses with Snake Eyes on the first shot. Second shot. That one connects. Armor is 14 on that Doom Reaver.
Dice -2.
That's enough for a tough check. And he does toughs, but he's knocked down. So that one toughed again, and Sandy just notified me that that's the shot he was trying to call. He tried to kill that one with the Pistol Wraith, and toughing again stopped him, so that's unfortunate he couldn't get that one done. Slayer will now go.
He's going to move right to there.
Alright, moving himself definitely into the zone now.
And he's going to throw this guy.
Buying a power attack against my Doom Reaver there. So, I am a 13. He has 2 open fists, so first he has to see if he can hit with this. He's going to boost the attack roll here. He's a mat 7.
Yep.
So he's looking for a 6. Definitely connects. Now we would do a strength test, which I don't think you can
What's yours?
not fail. Let me check what my strength is. Really quick here. The Doom Reavers are only strength 7.
Good.
Alright, so I'm rolling first. I roll a 6. So it is a 13. What's your strength?
10.
No, he gets it. He had to roll a 3 for us to tie, but tie still goes to Victor, so that'd be Snake Eyes. So he definitely gets the throw, so now he's going to pick a target because it's a two-handed throw. He is picking the objective over here. So he gets to travel. I travel half of my, half his strength in distance, which there's definitely enough distance to travel. Base to base with this, so he has to see now, can he directly hit the objective? So I stop there, or do I deviate? So the objective is only defense 5.
Is that how it's done?
Yeah, you have to directly hit with a two-handed throw because you're aiming at something. So it's a melee attack roll.
So no, just not Snake Eyes.
Not Snake Eyes because it's the objective. So he hits it, direct hit on the objective. And now the objective takes a strength damage roll. This is unmodified. It is armor 18, strength 10, so dice minus 8. No damage there. Now my Doom Reaver, he will take a strength 10 damage roll, but it gets 3 dice because I hit an obstruction that was my size or bigger. So it is going to be a dice minus 4 with 3 dice here damage roll. And he definitely will finish me off unless I can make a tough roll here. And does tough, and I stop him from getting the painted red achievement because he did not destroy me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry, Sandy. He's going to buy an additional attack now just against the Doom Reaver to his left. He wants a little bit to kill something this round. Definitely hits him. I think it's high enough power. I just have to make the tough roll, right? Armor 14. Goes for the tough. Does not tough, and that will kill that Doom Reaver. Scarlock Thrall is going to activate.
He's gonna move.
Okay.
6.
Sounds good. Right all the way up to my Doom Reaver.
Just for fun, he's just gonna sit there.
Okay. And is he casting a spell then?
He's going to cast a spell.
Okay.
He's going to cast Sudden Death on right there.
Over there. All right. And is that the last spell on your card?
That it is.
All right. With Spell Slave, when your Spell Slave casts a spell, your Warcaster counts as casting a spell. So with that spell, Sandy has cast all the spells on his card, and he gets an achievement for himself. I believe it's called Master of the Arcane. I think that's what it's called. But anyways, he gets the achievement for casting all the spells on his card. Good job, Sandy.
You are.
Now, what does that Silence of Death do? Not that it will necessarily matter.
Sudden
but
death?
Sudden death, sorry.
When enemy model advances and ends its movement within 6 inches of target friendly faction non-warcaster warrior model. Ooh. Non-warcaster warrior model.
That is a non-Warcaster warrior model.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's a Jack.
Ah, good point. I keep forgetting the rules sometimes.
No, that's
the
all right.
effective model is not engaged. The effective model can immediately charge the enemy model. Then sudden death expires. The trooper model that charges as a result of sudden death ignores unit formation while resolving the charge. If the trooper model is out of formation after the charge attack.
Oh, it is a trooper model.
No, if it is a trooper model
Oh,
and it charges out of formation, he can still get his attack, but once that's done, he's removed from the game.
Gotcha. That's a complicated spell. But anyways, he just casts it for the effect of having it out there for his achievement. Just double checked it as non-Warcaster warrior model, not non-Warcaster non-warrior model, so we're moving it over to the Pistol Wraith. Gorshade's going to go, and he is going to feat.
And we're going to remove...
So what does the feat do? You get to remove up to 10.
Remove 1 or more friendly faction warrior models currently in Gorshade's control area from play. For each model removed, return 1 destroyed non-character friendly faction warrior model to play complete within Gorshade's control area. Place return trooper models in formation with their original units. Return models forfeit their actions the turn they return to play.
Okay, so what are you sacrificing off the table?
Who has horrible defense? 12.
Sandy's taking that purple guy off over there.
Leader promotion.
Okay. And he's going to place a standard bearer grunt back into this unit, giving them tough again.
Back. Like that.
Right to there. All right.
And I'm going to cast Hex Blast through the Arc Node at the back of my standard bearer.
Okay. Gonna go for some shenanigans here.
So in the back arc.
Definitely has a line of sight there. And he has defense 12. You're a 7, so you go to a 9. So in the back arc, you need a 3. Hits him.
Hits.
So that's potentially going to connect with these 4 models here. We'll do the damage roll first on the standard bearer. Standard bearer is
13, 14. That's
tough check. He does not tough, so he dies. So then
these 4 guys.
we'll start over here. 14 armor, and it's a POW 7, so looking for an 8 to kill.
Nope.
Does not on him. So on the other Doom Reaver that's knocked down over there.
Nope.
Nope. And then we'll go over to the Grey Lords. Just checking out. They are armor 13. So one less. So this is 6. Dice minus 6. No damage there. They do have 5 boxes as well here.
Boost the last one.
Boosting the last one. Dice minus
6.
6. No damage. Okay then. And Gorshade then will sit there with no focus. And with that, we are going to shake hands like that. Which is all right, because Sandy, in all honesty, with all I have left on my side of the board here, I'm probably going to wipe out everything except for, like, maybe I'd have a hard time kind of with the arc node over there. But I'd probably finish off the objective, move my caster into the zone. I just rolled my focus to see what I would have had. I would have had 5 focus for the turn. Probably would have camped it, moved myself in the zone. Finished off the Slayer and the rest of those units. They don't have tough anymore. Left his caster over there, because casters can't contest, and just eventually won on scenario. So we're handshaking it now, but good game. We'll do the post game and talk about any extra achievements and such that we get. Post game wrap up for you guys. We'll just talk a little bit about how the game went.
Horribly.
Yeah. Sorry, Sandy. I hadn't never played E-Butcher, and his Doom Reaver Mad Dog's tier 4 spam is pretty cool in the right matchup. When there's lots of infantry over there, especially Bane Thralls that have like the victim stats, the 12, 15, they're really easy to hit. And the tough was only the really thing that could throw them off, but the unit without tough just really melted fast. And it got me all those rage tokens, which allowed me the movement and the extra attacks. It was pretty grotesque. How did you feel about the game overall, besides the fact... Yeah?
Always have fun.
Do you play Gorshade too
First
that
time.
often? No? Okay. So first time caster for both of us, so please excuse if we made any mistakes. We think we did everything right, but there's always the chance. Like I said a couple times in the game, I said, let us know if we're doing this wrong. We tried to check what we could, so we think we got it all right. I really had a lot of fun with Butcher 2. I think people usually do, especially when it goes well. But yeah, using all those rage tokens just seemed really fun. It made for a long turn. I could see in a tournament you'd have to be really fast with that. But man, that made for some destructive power. Would you change anything to your list with Gorshade 2, Sandy?
absolutely.
Yeah, what would you like to bring? I know we had painted restrictions and stuff, but if you
Scrap
could...
Thralls.
That's number 1. I bet you guys are saying that right now. Why didn't you bring some Scrap Thralls? Because on his feet... Yeah, Kraken's a good one. On his feet, you want to remove those Scrap Thralls and bring back Bane Thralls instead of removing Bane Thralls to bring back other Bane Thralls. As well, the Kraken is great with him. You put Phantom Hunter on it. You can Curse of Shadows things. He just runs it really efficiently. I don't know what else is on his card, but I know that the Kraken runs really well for him.
Phantom Hunter is really nice.
Yeah. So that's a really good thing. A few achievements that I got at the end of the game. Just pull those up. My Dragoon didn't die.
Sweet.
So I got Sacrificial Mount. That was one. I also got Sword Swinger. I made no ranged attacks. I did make magic attacks with my Turnians, but they were not ranged attacks. So no ranged attacks. So I got the Sword Swinger achievement at the end there. As well as I got Boomstick. I killed 2 enemy models with a spray. And I got Bounty Hunter because I killed... Tartarus, which is a character model, with one of my Doom Reavers, which is just a normal warrior model. And those were the 4 extra achievements for me. Sandy didn't unlock any achievements at the end. I, unfortunately, with my tough rolls, put a big damper on a few of his achievements. He wanted painted red, which I toughed when he threw my guy into the obstruction.
Call a shot.
And called a shot I toughed. To be fair, I guess he toughed on that one guy on the far side with Fenris a bunch of times, so I couldn't get Slaughter tier 1. By killing a whole unit in a turn. But that's the way it goes. Tough is in there to mess things up. So that gets Sandy his last game for the season. And it brings him up into the next tier. He got at least 25 achievements, so he gets into the next prize area. He gets the higher prize area. He wanted to make sure he got at least that far. So good job for him. We still have some more Warmachine games coming your way. We're filming a few more this week yet, so I think we'll probably end closer to 56, 57, somewhere in that range. Don't quote me on that, though. We'll see. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Stay tuned, because there is going to be more action, and after that, we're definitely having a Season 4. So we hope you guys like it. Happy wargaming!